Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Gavin. I'm doing some cool shit. Let's get the video started. All right, guys. So finally got this thing realigned. That's what, hence all the paint and stuff, or chalk, whatever that is on the tire. Got that done, and I noticed also, I don't know if the lineman shop did it or what, I don't care. I'm gonna take the front spoiler off anyways, but the paint did not last long. So there's a big chip right there on the passenger side. Then you come over here, oh, there she blows right there. So I did that last night. So we're just gonna take it off and just run no bottom spoiler. So yeah, but we gotta do some maintenance on it too. I did put a new CV axle on this side because the boot was busted, throwing grease everywhere, just was a mess. I was gonna do my wheel bearings at the same time, but they didn't end up coming in. Of course, there was some kind of delay in shipping, blah, 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 that whole 9-yard story. So we got one of the wheel bearings in, the other one's out for delivery today. I had to knock out the other CV axle. So I was like, while I'm at it, I might as well just do the wheel bearings since they got to come off. So I'm going to knock out both sides, get that done and out of the way. And I got one little problem when I hit my brakes. The damn truck pulls to the right. So I'm going to try to figure out what the problem is on that. I don't know if it's a froze up caliper on the driver's side or what, because obviously the passenger side is doing all the work. So, or a majority of the work when I hit the pedal. So that, and I'm gonna rotate the tires too. So I'm gonna throw these suckers on the back to the front, and throw some 4-inch or some 2-inch spacers on because it needs more wide. So let's get it. All right, so it's off. So excited now. Because when it was painted, the bolt stayed on and just chipped the shit out of it. So I guess I'll put some touch-up paint underneath it and I guess fill in whatever's chipped up, I guess. I mean, it's the only option I have. It's the next day. Kind of got a little ticked off because the whole paint situation on the bumper. So I said, you know what, screw it. I'm not fooling with it today, but you know what? We're back at it like a mother crack at it. So, I'll run up and get some kerosene real quick for the heater. And then, I need to get some paint. Sorry, give me a second. I need to get some paint for the calipers because I'm going to paint match them to white. But the only predicament with that is with putting on the wheel lights, it's such a tight fit that it's probably just gonna scalp the paint right off especially the top side. I mean, I guess you really wouldn't see it, or I think we're gonna tape off the wheel light and tape the wheel light off and then just paint, around it. That way it doesn't get, all beat and banged up looking from putting it back on. But also, I got to take off the driver's side caliper anyways, for the simple fact of it's either frozen or honestly, I don't know. Because when you brake, the truck pulls to the right. But if you ease into it, the brake pedal, it doesn't yank it to the right. So I don't know. I think either the calipers either froze up or something like that. So we're going to try to either try to fix that, or even potentially have to just put a new caliper, or even maybe a brake lens collapse or a brake hose, whatever. I don't know. So got a couple things on the agenda to knock out, and I need to throw the spacers on. I put them on already, but I need to torque them down and all that type of stuff and do the whole Loctite, which I did already before, but just didn't have the torque wrench at the time. So get that knocked out. I just got a couple things to do, man. I got a wheel light job to do today too. I might show you guys that, because I remember somebody in the comments saying something about show us how you do your jobs and whatnot. So I might do that. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll just see how the day goes. One damn thing. This fucking kerosene is stout as shit, boy. God. anyway, so we got all this shit. We got all the stuff we needed. We're gonna attempt, like I said, to paint the calipers white. So I'm gonna do a little base with an enamel, like a black heat-resistant paint, and then try to go over top with the perfect match stuff that's from like Duplicolor in a can, whatever. Like I said, dude, we're balling on a budget over here. You know what I'm saying? We're just, you know, trying to fit in, if that makes sense, with all these ballers. You know, just to try to show you ain't gotta spend all this big money to roll with big people. I'm just kidding. But anyways, it's time to knock this shit out and get this fucking truck back on the road. So one comes out.
It moved. The back one moved. It's just a lot of times they just get seized up.
The one that didn't come out all the way didn't move. It just didn't move a lot.
It did move, but it stopped.
I got you. So that's that. I already got this. It won't focus. This space or this wheel hub already on. It taught me a little trick. So I'll show you guys the beams here in a minute. Save you some time. So pretty much, here's a little trick. I was starting off taking the upper control arm off, the tie rod end off, all that stuff. And my dad was like, "Why don't you just turn the wheel and see if you can pull the bolts out from the back with everything still put together?" And it worked. So instead of just dropping everything down, all that good stuff, the spindle or knuckle, whatever people call it, you can literally just undo the bolts back here. You'll have to turn the wheel to get these bottom back bolts out. But I mean, if you just get them loose, break them out. Try to get this one out real quick. Instead, it's a whole hell of a lot easier and saves you a bunch of time instead of taking everything apart just to change this out and then put everything back together. And then, yeah, so save you some time right there. So while we was here, we usually always just touch up the paint on the calipers because over time, it just gets all rusty. I mean, you could powder coat these, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's a daily driver. It ain't no show truck. So taped off the whole wheel ring, cleaned that up, and just cut down, wiping off all the paint off the actual rotor itself, and touched up the caliper. So all that turned out pretty clean. Got the wheel spacer torqued down, tightened up, all that good stuff. Put some WD-40 on these bolts where it just shows the rust and whatnot, so that kind of takes away the discoloration on the bolts. Touch that up, torque the wheel down, torque the spacer down, and this is the final really end result with the caliper and rotor and all that stuff getting touched up with some black paint. It ain't really, you know, that big and, you know, all that whatnot of a big deal, but it just cleans it up a little bit. It makes it not look like, you know, for instance, like this one over here. Try to see if it'll show it, kind of. Yeah. So you can just see the corrosion and just the buildup. I mean, I know some of you are going to ask me, why don't you just replace the rotors? Well, I ordered them, and they sent me the wrong ones. So, dude, I'm telling you guys, my luck with ordering things online, like, is second to none with always getting something wrong. Like, I'm telling you, my luck is horrible. But going from this corrosion looked up, kind of surface rust looking thing, on the axles and on like the brake calipers and all that type of stuff, definitely cleans it up with just a little bit of paint. So you do that, you'll be good to go. Just a little attention to detail, man, that some people don't really think about at times, but that just cleans it up a little bit. So we're finishing up over here on the painting this side rotor and caliper. So it's just sitting there drying. I just figured I'd turn the lights on and all that type of stuff, you know, to kind of show you guys, you know, what it all turns out to with a little bit of attention to detail. So it's just something we've always done. So we just continue doing everything we do just to clean it up. So this is how the front driver's side turned out after everything was painted and all touched up. We even went into the inside parts of the caliper, the rotor, and touched all that stuff up. Just hit the tie rod a little bit from the alignment where they just chipped up the paint a little bit. So that was all knocked out. I still got some grease I got to wipe off on the struts and whatnot, but everything turned out looking really, really good. So slapped this wheel back on, and this driver's side's done. Over to the passenger side before everything's painted, the wheel hub and everything's slapped on. It took me maybe 5 minutes to swap it out just by doing that. So save yourself some time by not having to take off the upper control arm, the tie rod and all that stuff, and dropping the knuckle out. Don't even worry about it. Just if you can. I don't know if every vehicle can do it, but you know, just check it out, see if you can do it, save you some time and all that good stuff. Make sure you are greasing on everything. Just because these come pre-greased, man, just do yourself a favor. Save you some time and even more money in the future, because man, yeah, they might have put grease on there, but there ain't enough. You can never overdo it. So all that good stuff's good over here. All we gotta do is paint, swap the tires up, and paint the back. And that's pretty much it. So pretty much, this was pretty much a wrap up. So everything taken care of paint-wise. I need to hit that spot right there. I just noticed that. So I'll hit that spot. This is the wheel I showed you guys earlier. Here's the front. The fronts are all done. All the lines and everything's all zipped up, tied up, all that good stuff. I need to clean all this stuff out before before Blake's show. So don't hold me. But all that stuff's gonna be taken care of before the show. I do have an emblem coming in from Customs Unlimited, the one that lights up and it's all painted and all that stuff to match. So waiting on that to get done and come in. That'll be for another video. And then this side just wrapped it up. For some reason, I guess this speed line or whatever is getting hung up somewhere. Probably actually right up there. I just found it. So it was caught up around this edge up here, so I couldn't get it down. Anyways, so now that this is freed up, all I gotta do is just tie it down here, but not too far down and not put no strain on this, because it obviously is gonna be turning. So I don't wanna do no strain on this this wire, cable, whatever you wanna call it. So that's that. Like I said, we painted up the rotors. They look all right. Like I said, we're gonna get a lot of closer into detail before the show. Because we don't want to get there and look like you know, one of them people that just, I don't know, I guess you would say half-assed. I don't know. Like I said, it ain't nothing crazy. It's a daily driver, but I also, you know, want to show that, you know, we drive our stuff and then we keep them clean. So back here, same thing, just got to touch up just the axles, but all this is painted again. Cleaned up, all that good stuff. Wheel lights are put on. The wheel spacers are torqued. Wheels are torqued. I did do the tire rotation because, if y'all seen earlier, the white thing from the alignment on the tire was up front. So that's taken care of. Just got to finish up putting the wheel on and torque the wheels down and the spacer down, and we're go. So I got a customer coming in for wheel lights. So I might do another video. If not, this will be the end of this one. So I guess we'll just say this one's going to be, I guess, Blake's show prep one, I guess you would say, because it's the beginning of getting everything ready. So I think we're like three and a half weeks, maybe 4 weeks out to the show. So I'm excited and I can't wait. So if you guys are heading out, man, come over and say what's up. You know, don't be no stranger. I know we're a little small channel, but you know what I'm saying. So that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll see y'all later.
Oh, God, is that Gavin? Corey, they got Bill's cool shit over there, okay? You see that light up shit right there? The motherfucker's on NASA right now, okay? Shoot, the mother going to the moon. That guy got the most cool shit, don't he?
Oh yeah, bud.
I wish his shit was level like ours.
I wish I had them cool lights.
You damn right.
That UFO.
Shit, look at that guy over there. He see that motherfucker from the moon.